Tough Shed location in Winston-Salem or Raleigh to start designing your building. You can visit them online at toughshed.com. That's TUFF-shed.com. Or better yet, how about visiting our friends with Tough Shed? Brad Massey, friends over there at the flagpole. You can enter to win an 8x8 Tough Shed. They also have some free swag to give away. Brad is our Grand Marshal tonight. We'll have a few minutes to talk to him later on this evening during pre-race. Brad is not just a sponsor of it, he's a long-time fan, and we appreciate him and what he does from a great. Also his son, Trevor, running the video board here this evening. And all season long, Chris Carter. Shopping Center presents Sweet Taste of Victory Award. Every race winner on Saturday night gets 4 of those delicious Chick-fil-A milkshakes courtesy Chick-fil-A Thruway Shopping Center. Exclusive pair of gold custom driver sheets valued $250 goes as fast as a qualifier for each of the Sportsman 100s, the Street Stock 50 and the Stadium Stock 50. Luke Smith took home a pair of those beautiful gold driving shoes courtesy of Boston last Saturday night. Traffic Control Safety Services presents the Most Improved Driver Award. It shows the most improvement in performance standards between the 2025 and 2026 season. Currently leads the Colby's Rookie and Gunners Rookie of the Year Award standings as he sits second in the Street Stock point standings. $500 prize goes to the Colby Rookie and Gunners Rookie of the Year. Continuing on with our special awards, at page 34 of your souvenir program, we have our Black Sand Stadium Stock Top Gun Award, $200 to the stadium driver with the most win. We have our Bush Light Street Stock Car Charger Award, $300 to the street stock driver who gains the most win in the season. Velocity Street Stock $500.
TUFFShed.com. That's TUFFShed.com.
championship here this season. The Sportsman Top Gun Award, sponsored by the Tech Community Title, offered on the If you have a year win, page 31, you would want to get to the Saturday night's finish here at the stadium. If you didn't win this week, you can try to win next week. Supporting Senior now tied for the lead with 2 wins apiece. That's the Mark time on the modified shotgun award. Velocity is the modified last leader award. $1,000 for the Red. Velocity is the modified lead driver that was good last year in the season. Eddie Rose maintained a strong lead. The Velocity modified last leader award with 193 laps led this season. Speaking of the modifieds, Brad's got car modifieds out on the track now for another round of practice. They'll be going at it twin 50s tonight. Garage Doors of the Triad LLC presents the Pole King Award. $1,000 goes to the modified division driver who qualified for the pole doors thus far this season. And you might have to guess. Grand Lap Award with $1,000 going to the modified division driver on the fastest qualifying lap during the season. Heading up to we appreciate all our sponsors. offering cutting-edge automotive technologies at Forsyth Tech, offering programs in automotive systems technology, collision repair and refinishing, diesel and heavy equipment, motorcycle mechanics, and of course, race car technology. Scan the QR code on page 35 of your seminary program for more details. Rev up your future at Forsyth Tech. In just a few moments, we will commence qualifying for tonight's first Tough Shed 50 for the Brad's Job Car Modified. It's time now for the first round of giveaways in our NASCAR Hall of Fame Lucky Number Contest. If you have your senior program, you'll find that lucky number on the back cover. The numbers are on the board. If you have lucky number 36006, you're the winner of a ticket, hoss, hat, and flag. Number 47903, you're the winner of a Flow drawstring bag and decal. Number 32071, you've won a Flow Racing hat. Number 13891, you're the winner of a Busch Light hat. If you have number 23161, you've won a North Carolina Media Tumbler. And if you have number 82833, you've won a James River shirt. If you have any of those lucky numbers, take your program to the Seminary Sales Station at the White Van near the South Gate at Flagpole to claim your prize. Once again, those numbers 36006, 47903, 32071, 13891, 23161 and 82833. If you didn't win this go round, never fear, there's another round of giveaways later on this evening, courtesy of the NASCAR Hall of Fame. If you turn to page 8 of your senior program, you will find the Safe Light Auto Glass Most Popular Driver Award ballot for 2026. You can vote for your favorite driver in the modified, sportsman, street stock, and stadium stock. Chris Carter, I want to get you involved in this because we very seldom talk about this. But we've got some runaway leaders in all 4 divisions, and those leads are not getting any smaller. You vote for your favorite driver or not?
Absolutely, yes sir, I am.
You know, the more programs you buy, the more official ballots you can fill out and deposit in those ballot boxes at each of the ticket gates. Folks, John Holloman IV has roughly a 350 vote lead over second place Mike Spinney in the modified division. Over in the sportsman division, nearly a 430 vote lead for Zach Orr over Mitch Gales. In the street stock division, over a 400 vote lead for Brad Lewis over Willie Wall. And over in the stadium stock division, AJ Sanders has more than a 400 vote lead over second place Adam Peanut Baker. Chris, go ahead and buy your program so you can fill out those ballots. That cannot be copies. You can't copy those ballots. It's got to be out of the official program. And you need to turn in those ballots the night the program was sold. That's the Safe Light Auto Repair, Safe Light Auto Glass Most Popular Driver Award for 2026. Once again, race fans, if you turn to page 31 of your souvenir program, you could win 2 free tickets to next week's race. In the program, it'll say you win. If you see that inside your souvenir program on page 31, take your program to the souvenir sales station at the White Van near the South Gate to claim those tickets. Once again, that's a new promotion every Saturday night for the remainder of the season. If you don't win this week, purchase your program next Saturday night, and you might be the lucky winner of 2 tickets to the next week's race.
Celebrated 87 years of excellence, Hayes Jewelers is home to one of the largest selections of world-class jewelry on the East Coast. And they're NASCAR's longest running sponsor, involved in 28 championships and over 300 wins. Whether it's gold, precious gems, pearls, and of course diamonds, you're sure to find it at Hayes Jewelers, located at 903 Winston Road in Lexington. Or you can visit their website at hayesjewelers.com. Hayes Jewelers since 1939, the king of diamonds. offering loans for large acreage, small acreage, recreational land, timberland, farmland, and homes. Ag South Farm Credit knows a thing or two about lending. Ag South Farm Credit, country looks good on you.
The Winston-Salem Journal is where your story lives, providing award-winning local content that makes a difference in your life. And keep up to date on everything Bowman Racing with the Journal's John Dale. Subscribe and read on any device at journalnow.com/story. Freedom rides on here with the Winston-Salem Journal. Great Clips is a proud partner of Bowman Racing, so fans be sure to turn to page 3 of your souvenir program to get your $9.99 haircut coupon courtesy of Great Clips. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
For results, sports standings, season schedule, and other stadium information, or to purchase tickets online, visit our all-new website at BOWMAN.com. If you need roof or gutter repairs, roof installation or replacement, let the experts at Colby's Roofing and Gutters tackle the difficult job so you never have to worry about how long their quick fix might last. They also handle woodwork and sheetrock, serving the Piedmont. They are Colby's Roofing and Gutters.
Eliminate unsafe digging and unnecessary damages with Elite Underground Utility. For directional drilling, boring, and trenching, they offer safe, reliable, expert installation that's friendly to the environment. Connecting Carolina, it's Elite Underground Utility. DWIs are serious. You might ask, what's going to happen and can I get out of this? For no-cost defense analysis, don't delay. Call the law offices of John Darrow, PA. They provide personal attention to each client and ensure your rights are protected. For car accidents and serious personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, and traffic tickets, racing to your defense since 1991, the law offices of John Darrow, PA. Find the car, truck, or motorcycle of your dreams at Kevin Powell Motorsports. Get approved now at KevinSaysYes.com. That's KevinSaysYes.com. Looking to get out of debt? True Life can help you consolidate debt or make a large purchase. They have options to help you get the cash you need at a great rate. Find out more at TrueLife.org. True Life, that's brighter banking. With over 1,300 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from and a lifetime warranty on most vehicles, look no further than Jerry Hunt Supercenter. They'll also pay top dollar for your used car or truck. They have 2 locations to serve you, 418 Piedmont Drive in Lexington and 635 Bendix Drive in Salisbury. Or take a look at the inventory at JerryHuntSupercenter.com. For the best prices in the state, it's Jerry Hunt Supercenter.
A proud partner of Bowman Gray Stadium Racing and the number 9 modified driven by Kyle Southern is Stillman's Ace Hardware. They have 2 convenient locations to serve you in Advance and Arcadia. Or you can visit them online at StillmanHardware.com. Stillman's Ace Hardware. Do you have the skill to handle the speed? Then visit Turnberg Raceway to experience the fun of RC racing. They have an indoor carpet track, a dirt road off track, and a full hobby shop. Download your car, test your driving ability, and get ready for the thrill of victory at Turnberg Hobby and Raceway at 11141 Old Highway 52, right here in Winston-Salem.
Outburst to qualify. The first 50 lap of the night. He's in the center second leader, General. Here's Kurt Meyer. If you're just walking in the stadium, we just commenced qualifying for tonight's first 50-lapper as part of the Tuck Shed Modified Twin 50s. Bert Myers, first qualifier out. He has set the time to beat for the 13.544. Remember, the fastest 6 qualifiers will have a redraw. With 12 championships and 107 wins, including the first 25-lapper last Saturday. Picked up his 149th career Brett Myers continues to lead away, 13.544. Now next, this young man picked up his first career modified victory a few weeks ago. Blake Curtis 6, minutes to go. We have 2 top 5, 5 top time for 8th in horse stage. Chris, that 13.544 that Burt Myers set down a few minutes ago, that is your fastest lap of the season.
That's very fast, especially with a track this hot as it is this evening. That's a very good lap by the number 1 of Burt Myers. For Jason Myers. This young man is also looking for his very first career modifier.
If you're just joining us tonight, we've been qualifying for tonight's first Tough Shed 50 for the Brass Golf Car Modified. The fastest 6 will have a redraw. And the Superior Trailer Team, Muddy Creek Motorsports, 5 out of pocket. Career wins here in the modified division. Bert Myers continues to lead the way with a 13.544. He's the fastest qualifier. Junior Snow is second fastest. Tim Brown, Jason Myers, Jordan Fleming, car number 82, he's out of Kernersville, he's in Mason, 5 and 4, 5 13.846 for the showstopper. Number 3 tonight. Hailing from Louisville, he's in the Atlanta Tucker Tri Choice Realty Superior Turbo Solutions, car number 35, this is Brandon Bucker. Fastest lap thus far this evening, 13.5. Another rookie driver. He's in the Kernersville Electric Triad Mulch Supply. Car 47 out of Kernersville, Jackson. Out of the Burt Myers camp, he's in Citrus Safe Cleaners, car number 11, and it is Corey Lovett. From Mount Airy, he is in the Jerry Johnson Motors, Smith Trucking, car number 13. Welcome back to Elite. Mark Bonfires will win back. That concludes qualifying for tonight's first Tough Shed 50 for the Braves Golf Car Modifieds, and Burt Myers, the fastest fire with a 13.544. Your fastest 6 qualifiers will have a redraw. As we said, I'll give you that rundown in just a moment.
Race fans, you know what time it is. It is time for our Triad CW T-shirt shoot. Get ready with your hands for a free T-shirt provided by the Triad CW. North Carolina's home of the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. We got Jimmy Brown back there shooting the T-shirt cannon. Race fans, you know what to do. Get on your feet and wave your hands and wave your hats. This is our Triad CW T-shirt shoot. This is provided by the Triad CW. How about your back stretchers? Let me see those hands in the air. Wave your hands for a free T-shirt. These are provided by the Triad CW, which is North Carolina's home for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts. NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Excuse me there. And they're going to come around. They're going to do it one more time, race fans. You got to get loud. You got to wave those hands. Try to get yourself a free T-shirt. Here they are. They're approaching the happy section right there in turn number 4. I want to see those hands in the air. Let's go, race fans. The Triad CW, North Carolina home for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Turn 1, Camo Crew. Let me hear you. Hands in the air. Get yourself a free T-shirt. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you wave your hands in the air. Once again, for a free T-shirt provided by the Triad CW, North Carolina home for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. One more time. They're coming to you. Back stretchers. Let me see those hands in the air. Also going to give a big shout out. Race fans, you'll look right between turns 1 and 2. Our track photographer, Mr. Eric Messer. You can find him at messermedia.net. And once again, thank you, Jimmy Brown, and y'all for doing our T-shirt shoot that is brought to you by the Triad CW. For drain cleaning, service repair, remodeling, and complete residential services, call our friends at Coder Plumbing. They offer 24/7 emergency service and are licensed and insured. When it won't go down, call the rest around Coder Plumbing. Does the basement of your home stay damp and musty? Have you noticed sagging floors or cracked walls? If so, it's time to contact the pros at Groundworks. Whether it's basement waterproofing, foundation repair, or sealing your home's crawl space, Groundworks has you covered. Visit groundworks.com to schedule a free inspection. Did you know that you can purchase your Bowman Gray Stadium tickets online? You can by using the ticket on site, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. Save time and skip the line with Ticket House. Neil McNeil, Katie Nordine, and Van Ditten, and the rest of the Fox 8 News team provides the best coverage of news and events in the Triad. Download the Fox 8 Max Weather app to get the latest weather and alerts sent directly to your mobile device. Number 1 in the Piedmont, Fox 8. Start local, stay local. Garage Doors of the Triad is your one-stop shop for all your residential and commercial garage door needs. This family and woman-owned company have 30 years of collective experience in the garage door industry as well as the customer service and hospitality industry. Garage Doors of the Triad is a proud sponsor of BOWMAN Gray Stadium. Make mornings fun when you listen to Q 104.1 in the Bobby Bones Show, weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Q 104.1, number 1 for Big Country. Your home for NASCAR Elite Racing and over 2,400 events is Flow Racing. Watch anytime, anywhere, on the web, TV, or your mobile device. And if you can't be with us here at the stadium or you want to enjoy a replay, you can watch every event of the 2026 season. Matthew Dillon and his crew are back for another exciting year. For more information and subscribe, visit flowracing.com. That's FLORacing.com. The Real Deal, Ronnie Neal wants to thank the 2026 sponsors of this modified number 07, Best Bet Auto Finish, Coates Lawn and Turf, Mantle Realty, HW Services, Peck's Gun Shop, Affordable Septic Solutions, Garage Doors of the Triad, Walkertown Pawn and Gun, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Linden Plumbing, Veteran Renovations, ELC Renovations and Roofing, Two Broke Girls Cleaning Services, Ever Ready Concrete, Walkertown Mule, and in loving memory of Robert Bobby Boyles. And Ronnie Neal would also like to welcome his newest sponsor, the Twin City Thunderbirds. Carolina Wood Floors has the Triad's only showroom devoted exclusively to hardwood flooring. And it's one of the oldest floor companies in the Triad and a longtime sponsor of BOWMAN Gray Stadium. Open your doors to beautiful floors at Carolina Wood Floors. Your Chevy headquarters for the best sales and services, Modern Chevrolet, located at 5955 University Parkway in Winston-Salem. They have 8 acres of new and pre-owned vehicles, and for 28 years, they've been the proud sponsor of the BOWMAN Gray Stadium pace car. Family owned since 1933, Modern Chevrolet. Experience the modern difference. Crazy Kevin Powell presents Who Got Modified, a weekly feature on page 28 of your studio program. What does crazy mean to Kevin? K is for kindness, R is for respect, A is for action, Z is for zero hassle, and Y is for yes you can. Visit him today at CanItSayYes.com. Race Manager News Talk Sports Station for the Triad is WSJS. You can listen to them on AM 600 or on FM at 93.7, 101.5, or 104.9. And you can make sure to catch The Drive with Will Dalton weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. only on WSJS. Tough Shed, the best sheds and garages built on site at your location. Visit a Tough Shed location in Winston-Salem or Raleigh to start designing your building. Or you can visit them online at toughshed.com. That's TUFFshed.com. The golf car and utility vehicle of the Triad is Brad's Golf Cars. Proud distributor of Club Car XRT utility vehicles, Brad's Golf Cars is located at 5515 Reedsville Road, Lewis Creek. Or you can check out their inventory online at bradsgolfcars.com. For sales, service, leasing, parts, and accessories, it's Brad's Golf Cars. Johnson manufactures premium motorsports apparel like fire suits, gloves, shoes, helmets, and neck restraints, crew apparel, and items that not only protect you, but are long-lasting, affordable, and they look great. Visit the Velocity showroom at 7987 Old US Highway 52 in Lexington. This history of NASCAR is under one roof at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. With over 50 interactive exhibits, authentic race cars on Glory Road, racing simulators, and of course the Hall of Honor, the NASCAR Hall of Fame offers an immersive experience into the sport's history. They're located in downtown Charlotte, and it's a must visit for all race fans. The NASCAR Hall of Fame. This is our sport. This is our house. Accelerate your career on and off the track by learning cutting-edge automotive technologies at Foresight Tech, offering programs in automotive systems technology, collision repair and refinishing, diesel and heavy equipment, motorcycle mechanics, and of course, race car technology. Scan the QR code on page 35 of your souvenir program for more details. Rev up your future at Foresight Tech. Once again, Racers, we want to give a big shout out to Eric Messer. He is our official photographer for Bowman Gray Stadium, and Eric Messer can be found at messermedia.net, and you can view his photo gallery, purchase photos, or for more information. Once again, that's messermedia.net. There's no day like race day at Bowman Gray Stadium with a cold and smooth Busch Light. As the official beer sponsor of the NASCAR Cup Series and proud premier partner, Busch Light is proud to welcome you for a great night of racing. Celebrate with a Busch Light race for the mountain. John Holliman wants to thank Black Sand Company in Winston-Salem and A Lawn Crew Landscaping for their sponsorship of his number 69 modified for the 2026 season. If they can take care of the wrecks and pilots on the track, they can take care of you. And our Bowman Gray Stadium record crews are the best in the business. If you ever need to call a record service, look no further than the great towing services you see here every week. American Diesel and Marine, LLC of Yak and Recovery on Salem Creek Road in Winston-Salem. Towing on Old Rule Hall Road in Winston-Salem. And at this time, I would like to introduce our General Manager, Track Promoter, Mr. Austin Shuford.
Thank you, Chris, and welcome, race fans, to the 1,136th edition of still the most exciting of them all. I want to thank you all for being out here tonight. Good news is it's getting cooler. Even better news, we have the best drivers on the planet ready to put on the show for you all. I also want to thank Judge Chad and all of their great sponsorship this year. And at this time, I'm going to pass it back over to Randy Pulliam.
Thank you, Austin. Race fans, first up on our pre-race program, I'd like to introduce to you from Tough Shed, our Grand Marshal for the evening, Mr. Brad Massey. Brad, we appreciate your sponsorship. But you're more than just a sponsor. You are a true race fan, aren't you?
Absolutely. Section 10 and 11, the Wall Crew, where you at? That's what I said every Saturday night.
And your son is up there on the video board tonight. Trevor's a great guy. We appreciate him.
Absolutely, yes.
And Brad, it's not too late if folks want to come and register for a chance to win a beautiful Tough Shed, 8x8 Tough Shed. All you have to do is go over there to the flagpole at the South Gate. They can register, right?
Just walk over to Old Glory, sign that paper for 8x8. If that ain't big enough, we'll build you whatever you want. Brad, we appreciate your sponsorship. Hang out right there because we have our first award to get out to the evening. It's a Lawsons of John Barrow, PA, Race to Your Defense Award. Brad will be handing that out to the driver of the number 24 in the Q1F 4.1 Stadium Stock Series, AJ Sanders. We'll get a word with AJ momentarily. AJ, not the award you want to win. I'm used to seeing you here at Victory Lane. For those that weren't here last Saturday, tell them what happened, AJ.
Yeah, I just think like every week this year, there's a wreck and somebody's dead in front of me. And Peanut, he just got a little loose, got in the chuck, and there's nowhere I could go. But, you know, I tell people, I've won a lot of races. I think it's for 68 over here now. It makes you appreciate the ones you do win. And I'm not going to hold my head down. We're going to fight back, and we'll get back to what we were. And, you know, with the good Lord above, He'll get us there when He wants us there.
Well, I have a question for you. During practice tonight, we saw the 24 pulling the infield there. Is there any trouble, or is everything okay with 24?
I hope that was the end of it. I've never seen a rotor button explode like that one did. It was probably in a million pieces. Me and Chuck all the time about it. It's just, I've had some really weird stuff happen this year, and it's okay. But I'd like to thank my sponsors, Rifle Race Gear, Indiana Graphics, Twin City Towing, Carolina Tire Source Realty, British Tire, Jerry Hunt Super Center, just everybody that helped me. I'm sure I'm just Trent, he'll spot for me later. But hey, it is what it is. We got the greatest fans of any racetrack. You know, I race all over the place, and this place right here, y'all the greatest fans they are.
AJ, maybe we'll see you back in Victory Circle next time. AJ Sanders, ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Lawsons of John Barrow Race to Your Defense Award. Up next, with our Brad's Golf Car Modified Series Pole Award, setting a time of 13.544, is the 8th, Burt Myers. Incidentally, that is the fastest lap of the season for the Brad's Golf Car Modified. Brad Massey and Ethan Higgins presenting that pole award. Bert, let me chat just a moment. I'll get with you. Brad, tell us about Ethan here. He's wearing a Burt Myers shirt. You've got a story about that too, though.
Yeah, back in March of this year, I was at Tri-County Speedway wearing my Burt Myers shirt, and Ethan come up and said he loved Burt Myers, and I said, I'm going to get your daddy's number, and June 13th, you're going to be with Burt Myers and set the sweep for Tough Set. So, nothing else matters. This dude's story right here, that's all that matters.
And now Ethan is the recipient of an autographed pole award courtesy of Burt Myers. Burt, make that young man very happy. Burt, fastest lap of the season, haven't covered a 13.544.
Seems like every race that we have to draw is when I sit on the pole. I don't know what we drew. We'll find out here in just a minute. But in practice, the car was turning really, really good. I knew that would help us qualify. But we went to work. We're going to have to make the car just a little bit better if we're going to win this race. But I got confidence.
Twin 50s tonight, and you know there's also an opportunity for whoever wins that first race. There could be some Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. I know you would like to win chicken nuggets for everybody in attendance tonight, wouldn't you, Burt?
Man, that means something else, wouldn't it? We had Chick-fil-A for lunch. I asked Slade what he wanted for lunch. He said, man, we've been eating Chick-fil-A for lunch on Saturday. We've been running pretty good. So let's do it again. So, hope so, man.
Burt, I know you want to thank your sponsors.
Yeah, man. Citrus Safe as always, Lawson Concrete, UTI. I did this last time and they made fun of me. They treated me like I was a rookie. There's so many people that make it happen. It's just hard to name them all. but Joey's tired on the loading. These guys, it's hot, but they don't quit. We're going to see if we can win both these races tonight.
Maybe we'll see you after a while. Bert Myers, ladies and gentlemen, fastest qualifier with a 13.544, and Ethan Higgins takes home a pole award autographed by Bert Myers. Race fans, I invite you now to turn your attention to the video board so we can see a recap of what happened last Saturday night with the KevinSaysYes.com Madhouse Minute.
Double points on tap. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God. 600 horsepower, green flag is out, and we are underway. Tim Brown rackets his way to victory lane. Brad Lewis wins the double points feature.
Second win of the season.
The streak is over.
Chuck Wall, he showed his muscles tonight.
He's been the best driver in this race, and it's Mike Speed who will go to victory lane. 100 laps in the sportsman division, and Bowman Crane are all in running.
And Tommy Neal contact goes into the wall.
Caution flag is out. He's going to take Zach Orr out in the middle of the corner, and Neal's already got the window net down. He's ready to hop out of the car and give Zach Orr a piece of his mind.
All bets are off. He's on the hood.
Tap, 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 tap. Every single corner, Chase Robertson is getting into the rear bumper, and he won't get close enough. Donkey Strong, Justin Taylor wins the first 100 lap road 2026.
And that is your KevinSaysYes.com Madhouse Minute. Race fans, recently we've lost two very special folks and members of our Bowman Gray Stadium family. The gentleman, Ned Jarrett, a pioneer in NASCAR racing, passed away. And just recently, one of the current members of our NASCAR family, Sue Reeves, sadly passed. And we want to honor them this evening with a moment of silence. Thank you. Race fans, it's time now for the racer's prayer.